Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Interviews. Today we're talking about episode 6 of You and I Polar Opposite. Another amazing episode. I missed episode 5. I really wish I could review it. I watched it, but I really wish I could review it. But schedule wise, I can't talk about episode. Well, that shit was amazing. I actually didn't expect Nisha to like actually confess to Yamada because I I I I made up my mind that what's this Yamada would be the one confessing, and I wasn't really expecting the conviction in that episode. But Nishi, with all her courage, even knowing she was doubting herself, even knowing that there's a slight possibility that Yamada might not like her, but she still built up the confidence to actually tell Yamada that she likes him. That shit was amazing. I was I was crying overjoyed. That shit was epic. And Yamada, we, he lost. He wasn't first this year, but he was really happy. Now the finally did one couple, two couples are done, one more couple to go. And we have Yamada and what's this? Sorry, we have Tada and Suzuki. Not Suzuki, sorry. Tada and what's this? Azuma, which undoubtedly to me is one of the best couples in the whole show. But I was happy when Yamada and Nishi finally got together. I wasn't expecting this. That was episode 5. The half no, this is a 12 episode anime, so I would say the halfway point will be probably episode 6 here. Since they told everyone in episode 6, I'll say that a halfway point right now is here. So what's this? Taira and Suzumi, you guys have 6 episodes right now to do your worth because I want to see you guys in a relationship. And this is the last season. This is the end of the season. They're graduating by episode 12. These guys will graduate because this episode was as going into our third years of high school. We're basically almost done with high school now. It's kind of sad that most of the characters will be probably going to different classes, which won't get many of those interaction. But it's what you can do, and I I I know, but I hope even as they graduate, they will be able to like still have that connection all themselves because I Tani is probably going to like a good uni. I think Nishi and what's this? Suzuki and Tani will probably be hanging out because they're dating. Azuma and Taeda will probably be doing that because I bet they will date. What's this? Yamada and Nishi, I think I wouldn't say they would go to the same uni, but because Nishi is probably smarter, but I think he'll try his best to probably go to a same uni or probably go to a place that close. This whole line right here, they're going to the same uni. I know for a fact because we have the line of people. Like I know for myself, this line, these 4 people, these groups, they're going to the same college. They're not even making it to uni. Like they're going to. There's no way he's even making it to college as well because we barely made it to the third year. Yamada was about to be held back, which made me now shocked that his test scores must be really bad because he was going to be held back in what's this in second year. His friends graduated this year, but I this is the same thing with Horimiya because Horimiya is another fantastic romance anime. God, I love that. I'm planning to do a rewatch in October, so I'll be doing a review of that. But what's this? After Polar Opposite and Horimiya are the same thing because in Horimiya second season that was when the story also ended. The characters graduated. The main character's date was everything. So like this is going in the same. They're going some different approach, but the ending is probably the same. The show will probably end once these guys graduate high school because not many romance animes go up post a high school because I really don't know why most animes don't go post high school because post high school you have college, but because of the format of an anime where you have like a popular girl with what's this a loser or like what's this a not so smart girl with like a not so bright eyed guy, you wouldn't want to make them go to the same uni, and don't want to force like each a character to take a path that they didn't want to take. So that's why I feel like many authors kind of take the path of making the story end in like there was this the high school arc. Once that done, the story ends. So like you have, you just have to think about like what's happening, because they give for an epilogue. I feel like the epilogue would be seeing them as adults. That's probably the epilogue. That's the same thing with you that's most animes. The epilogue is probably them as adults. For college animes, I think the epilogue for them is probably them getting married. That's the epilogue for them. Anyway, episode wise, it was an amazing episode. Like I said, it's sad seeing them finally going into the third year, which puts it in perspective, which just hits you in the head. It's ended in 6 more episodes. I don't know if I'll be able to like survive it, but I heard what's this? The author made an no. I know the author made another show. You and I Rampant. I watched like I think I also watched 6 episodes of that. I stopped watching it because I caught up to the episodes, and unlike you and I polar opposites, that show the dub also comes the same when the episode releases, the dub also comes in because it's a Netflix anime. So I like that format, and I wanted to stockpile up a bunch of episodes, but I got caught up with other animes, so I couldn't do that. Anyway, let's talk about the episode. This episode had two main parts. Us finally graduating. What? No, three parts. Us not finally graduating, but going into our third years. White Day itself, and we have what's this? We had a Tani, not a Tani, a Yamada, not sorry, a Taira and Azuma special episode. So let's go in order. Let's start with the graduation episode. Okay, before I get to that I won't even start with the graduation. I've basically been talking about graduating this whole time, but this part of the episode kind of, I wouldn't say pisses me off, but it kind of puts it in perspective that Dada doesn't realize it, but he really has changed, because this part of the episode is him monologuing on how he thinks that he hasn't changed, how he still thinks that he's running away. And if I had to say anything, there's nothing wrong with running away. Sometimes in life, you can't face everything head on. It's better to run away and come back prepared. Him running away from his past, like our descendant, but he is fixing it. Of course, he's not confronting the past, but he is making his way to the future. He's paving a way for him himself in the future, because right now, as you can see in the train, we're going with Azuma, because if you when you started the first season, you realize that he would make every excuse, avoid taking the same train as Azuma, not because he hated her, but because of that past of his that he was running away. But now he is forward. He's taking the train. Asuma doesn't have to like run up to him and kind of somewhat force him to go with him. Now he chooses to go with Azuma herself. They don't really even have to say that they're going. They just meet up at the locker and then start moving on. He now, even though the way Yamada and Taira were in the same friend group, I doubt they had like that type of interaction. It was just Taira was just there, but now they have a special bond. Taira, Tani, and Yamada, they have a special bond that he didn't have. Like, yeah, his middle school life was crap, and like he keeps putting himself down. But to me, right now, I feel like he's growing. Yeah, you're not facing your past, but rather than focusing on that past that you can never reclaim, doing what he's doing right now, focusing on the future, improving himself, and paving a way towards a better life is like the best thing he can do right now. Like, I don't care about him not facing his past. I don't give a crap about that. I care about him picking up, choosing to push himself and build a better future for himself, picking to be a better person than he was in the past. Even in his past self, he was trying to pave a way for the future, and now he's reached that future person, a person who has friends that he can laugh about, that he can laugh with, that friends don't judge him, friends who are quirky that he can hang out with. He really should, like, what's this, as Taylor's arc will end when he finally acknowledges himself that he has changed. Once he builds confidence in himself, once he starts appreciating himself, and I doubt that I like shouldn't even take I don't want it even to take quickly. Like he should take his time. He should go it on his own pace, not what us viewers want. Because the way the was the author is writing the story is like making the characters seem as a person, and there's like one thing I hate is like when a person is depressed and you tell them that everything's gonna be alright. Of course, die maybe, but like it's not the on when a person tells someone to like heal up quickly because they've been sad for a very long time. That's crap. Everyone heals at their own pace, and right now Taylor is working on his healing process. He's working on it. He shouldn't force it. He should just take his time. Take it baby steps. He first has to crawl, then try to walk, and then run to that future that he wants to be. Yeah, he's running away from his past, but that past it can what does fixing that past have to do? Like, it's not like he hurt people in his past. The past that he hates is his past self, and right now in the future, that past self, I can see a glimpse of it. This is the new Tyler. This is the Tyler that he should be focusing about. He should forget about that past Tyler of himself and on mainly focus on this new Tyler that we have right now, the best Tyler we have right now. See, anyway, White Day was an amazing time. We had special each one of the boyfriends, gave a present to the girlfriends. Goddamn, I love this couple. Each couple of this show is has their amazing perks. Right now, like I know I only main focuses on Titan and Azuma, but like I really wish I could have talked about episode 6 because I would have gushed out about this whole romance because this was this was a progress that I didn't even expect to happen because as we know was this Nishishi. She is a shy person. She is very self-conscious about herself. She puts herself down. She thinks negatively about herself. She's a female tighter, but she was able to build up the confidence to actually tell him that she actually likes him. She was able to build up the confidence to face her fear, knowing that she might not, he might even say no. He might even think that they're just friends. He might not even talk to her. All those were possibilities in her mind, but she was able to freely overcome them because she likes the guy. And this guy is such a lucky duck. Just puts in perspective, like every person has their own romance. For Tani and what's this? Um, for Tani and Suzuki, it was because yeah, they started dating in the first episode, but we know it didn't take that. It didn't happen that quick. What's this? Suzuki had to do a lot of planning, and by planning I mean bothering Tani. But Tani also started opening up, even at this point in the relationship. The show is growing stronger as Suzuki and Nishi and Yamada also doing that. Even though they're dating, they're still figuring it out. They don't know what it's what, and Nishi is trying to like. What's this? Build up her confidence, build up everything that she has. Because she was even willing to tell Yamada that he can tell his friends. Because even though she is scared, but she cares about his feelings and she wants people to know that she is dating him. Progress. And the final part of the episode is basically a date between, what's this, Azuma and Yamada. Which, like I said, I didn't say it, but it was an amazing date. It was a funny. But what this date kind of entails is that neither of them really want to separate because, like I said, we're graduating, we're getting into the third years, we're probably gonna switch classes, and what's this? Azuma knows this. That's why when what's this? Taeda was walking away, she kind of told him that she doesn't want to go home yet. She wants to spend more time with him. And if the old Yamada heard this, he would have made an excuse to go. But the new Yamada actually made his mind. He went with them. They had a crap ton of fun. They enjoyed it. Now, now it reached to a point where Azuma realized that she is developing feelings. Even though she hasn't put a word on those feelings, she knows for a fact that she loves him because from the first year, this guy's first year middle school, Yamada has was his Azuma has always been watching over Taira. She has been always been his number one supporter, and Taira also knows that. And even in the episode, he kind of says how Azuma is the person that he cares the most about, and he doesn't want the bond that they have to actually end. So I'm just waiting for them to put a label on that feelings they have and fight to actually have them confess, because I feel like Azuma will be the first one to confess, because Ted will probably put himself down and then Azuma will tell him that she really likes him and then they'll date. Or probably, but a better thing will be, Teda overcoming those insecurities of his and finally telling Azuma that he likes her, because he likes her. Overall, another amazing episode. Each and every episode of this is an amazing, and props to the author creating two amazing art. To make two amazing mangas, because there's some mangakas who make great anime first shows, and then when they try to create a second one, it doesn't really land. But this mangaka knows what he's doing, knows what she's doing. She's cooking right now. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please love, like, and subscribe. I'm Hunter, and see you in the next one. Capiche?